Often labelled as one of the best RPGs ever made, Xenogears hit North American shores in 1998 and made a huge impression. This video is going to look at some of the facts surrounding this title. You asked for it, here it is. This is Xenogears Know the Facts. Unbeknown to many players, there is a hidden FMV sequence within the game's data on the second disc. This FMV features a song called Stars of Tears, which also never appears in the game. The vocalist is none other than Joanne Hogg, who also sung the main lyrical theme Small 2 Pieces.
Your fingertips moving gently to my heart. The force of life goes on and on.
Believe it or not, but Xenogears nearly didn't leave Japan. It was the game's treatment of religion, Christianity, and the government that raised a lot of questions at the time. After all, Xenogears is a game where you basically kill God. Parts of the game were eventually toned down, such as changing the final boss Yahweh to Deus. And if you're wondering, Yahweh is the name for God in Judaism, so naturally killing it may have pissed some people off. If you're interested in the Xenogears universe, check out the book Perfect Works. While only officially released in Japan, there are fan translations out there. This book contains heavy plot details about the history of the Xenogears universe, starting 15,000 years before the game when the Zohar was first unearthed. It also explains that the Xenogears saga is made up of 6 episodes, with the first 4 being the backstory, episode 5 being the game itself, and episode 6 being set in the future. If you want to know more about this epic game, then this book should be your next stop. Xenogears makes loads of references to other media. The Gazel Ministry's supercomputer is named Sol 9000. This of course is a reference to the well-known AI HAL 9000 from the sci-fi film and novel 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Hal, I won't argue with you anymore. Open the doors.
Dave, this conversation can serve no purpose anymore. Goodbye.
Hal?
The Soylent system is a slaughterhouse that turns Wells, or mutant humans, into food. This is a reference to the movie Soylent Green, in which humans are processed into food.
The search for the secret of Soylent Green. You will find out why Soylent Green means life. You will find out why Soylent Green means death.
We gotta stop him!
What is the secret of Soylent Green?
Did you notice the poster of Tifa from FF7 inside one of the Citizen Sector houses in Solaris? Luca from the game Chrono Trigger also makes a cameo appearance in the village of Lahan. Masato Kato, the scriptwriter for both Chrono Trigger and Xenogears, stated in an interview that Lahan is one of the locations that he designed, so that explains the connection. In the final battle against the elements, they merge their gears into one super gear. This scene is a reference to our favourite Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Prior to release, Square decided that if Xenogears sold over 1 million copies in Japan, there would be a sequel to the game in the form of a prequel, possibly episode 1 to 4 from Perfect Works. So how many copies did it sell, you ask? It was just short of 900,000. So close! After this, Xenogears mastermind Tetsuya Takahashi stated that he quit Square because he wanted to make a sequel, but they didn't have enough money to realise his ideas. They were just too focused on Final Fantasy at that time. This is the reason that Takahashi formed the company Monolith Soft. Several months later, the company revealed that they were working on a game titled Project X. This game turned out to be Xenosaga. At the time of release, Square didn't predict how popular Xenogears would go on to be. As such, proper Western localization was not their top priority at the time. In fact, only a single staff member was hired to translate the entire game from Japanese to English. This poor soul was Richard Honeywood. Well, actually there were originally 3 translators, but 2 walked off the job due to concerns regarding Xenogears' representations of religion. As you would expect, Honeywood described Xenogears as the project from hell, due to the large amount of text and references to translate. And as you've probably noticed, the English localization has its fair share of mistranslations, typos and grammatical errors. Let's take Faye's father Khan for example, who was at one point listed with incorrect spelling as K-A-H-N. But you can't really blame the one person who had to do it all himself. Who would want that job? At least he got Saiten right. His name is Shitten in the Japanese version. Ellie and I are going Shitten. See you later. Xenogears was originally submitted as a script idea for Final Fantasy VII, but it was rejected by Sakaguchi for being too dark and complicated for a fantasy. Through development, Xenogears went by the codename Project Noah. If you haven't noticed, producer Hiromichi Tanaka frequently gave codenames to his games, such as Project Kid being the Chrono Cross codename and Exodus being the Final Fantasy XI codename. Something even more interesting was stated in the Chrono Cross Ultimania. In its earliest stages, Xenogears was being developed as Chrono Trigger 2, but for various circumstances it was reformed into Xenogears. Let's end this on a glitch that you might find amusing. If Emeralda is taken to the restaurant in Aveh prior to entering Solaris, she will appear naked. That's right, naked. This is probably due to a glitch, or maybe they just didn't pick it up. Either way, it's pretty damn awesome. This was Hellfire RPGs, thanks for watching. What Know the Facts do you want to see next? Let me know in the comments. See you next time.
Cold fire clenched to my heart in the blue of night. Torn by this pain, I paint your name in sound. And the girl of the dawn with eyes of blue, an angel wing.
Now be honest, are you still watching just so you can listen to this song? I don't blame you.